I hit to that prayer, I did that prayer. I also sowed a seed. So in the process of that prayer, in the process of that prayer, Chinala called me. He was complaining something to me, which is not what I would want to disclose. He called me as a big sister because he's somebody that sees you as a big sister. He just called me. He just called me and said, see, oh. I was like, that was in the process of that prayer. I told him that don't worry, that everything will be fine. By God's grace, you will not borrow, but it will be settled. And at the end of the day, God settled it. And I said, God, this thing that this child is crying for is the same thing I cried for years back. Everybody that said knows I love education. I know they play with education. It was the same thing I cried for last. I said, no, you will not cry for this thing in my presence. It will not happen. And God did not allow it to happen. I want to give God glory for that. Now, after everything, I also used that seed because one thing I noticed is that you see seed. See, not just go to kill yourself, they fast. You will get ulcer over that. I'm telling you. Not just go to kill yourself, they fast. You will pray tire. You see seed. I don't know how to pray. I know sabi pray, long prayer. I know sabi. But personally see the way God dey answer me, you go think say e get special prayer wey I dey do. I know sabi pray. Now my seed dey speak for me. Even if I don't have, even if it's the little I have, I will find way. Now God na him know. If you get, you dey do say you no get, God still know. If you no get, the little way you get, God go still use am fight for you. So that prayer I did. I know I sowed seed for that prayer, but I still used. I said, why must it be in the middle of this prayer? This boy called me. I was saying this. And I still saw that as a seed too. And God used that prayer to answer me. It was not up to 4 months I did that prayer. It was like play. I went there, I got a shop, I paid for a shop. I stopped the shop. I opened a restaurant. Not just a restaurant, but a very big one like that. Everything I needed, every electronics that is being used in the kitchen was there. It was like my place was a relaxation center for big men. It wasn't anyhow working in a restaurant. That restaurant I opened, my enemies walked into that shop and they were like, they just opened mouth for hours. They looked me, they were confounded, they don't stand, they were speechless. They would be like, how come? When? Like how? And all these things will just be happening within a twinkle of an eye. I opened that business. I started operating, things were moving fine, everything was going well. My mom, I had to pull out my mom and told her to join me. A lot of people, when they see me, they'll be like, God will bless you. I see your mother, I don't recognize her again. And it has always been my dream. I wanted to pull my mom out of the street. I wanted that lost glory. I wanted my mom to come back the way she used to be. And God did it for me. So as time goes on, I think I had a dream. I came and I explained my dream to mom. Mommy told me that you chose a select husband. This one, marry. Mommy shout. Mommy was shouting, the yes, marry. Time don't reach, get married. And not like me. I started putting it into consideration. Because it's not been today. See, the truth is that if not marriage, I forgot marry since. You understand? People will see me that I'm coming here, you never married. I mean, it's not being married. I forgot married since. But it was, the experience I had. If they talk marriage, I said I know what. So when mommy said that, we started doing prayer. Mommy gave me a lot of prayer. And it doesn't come once. If I come to church, mommy see anything, she will tell me, do this, do that. I will go and do everything from A to Z. Mommy said I should do because I don't want to have the bad experience I had before. Everything mommy said, God said do this. As the message is coming, I kept doing them. Both the one I did for clearing of my spiritual robe, but the enemies arise. That time you said you don't want, nobody will worry. As soon as I made up my mind, problem here and there, attack here and there. Enemies rise. They said never. They want to subdue the marriage. But I give God all the glory. Anyone they do, money will call me. Either she will call me on the phone and give me the message. We will start the prayer. And one thing that helped me, I know they relent. I will not say, I think I just finished prayer last week. I don't go do this for where. Sometimes in a week I will do prayer 2 times. Different ones, different at once, different pattern we will do. We continued doing that prayer, we kept on doing it, everything. Not when mommy said mommy said I should clothe. A lot of things. I did everything from A to Z. At the end of the day, mommy said I should sow seed. For my road to be spiritually clear in marriage, so that as I enter, they will give me my seat. I will stay there. I also did it. There was a time, sir, he wanted to choke me. But then God came through for me. I did, and at the end of the day, everything went on successful. Now, coming to my marriage preparation, it was another tug of war. That was when I knew that I have enemies. Maybe if I don't know before, I don't know now. Coming to my wedding preparation, it was another tug of war. Today na this one, tomorrow na the other one. See, let me tell you, as you're preparing for marriage, in as much as you're praying, let there be money to do things. Also pray for temptations. Because in my case, money was not the case. My own, the money was there. Everything they put. Temptation here and there. You go do this one go come and say now this one. You go do this one. Silly things, small things that will not bring that does not amount to anything became an issue. Mommy will keep encouraging me, mommy will keep praying. Say, don't worry. At the time, say, mommy gave me prayer, so I had to go and buy a shoe, something like that. They prayed and all that. Mommy said to mind down the powers, because powers are right in different angles. I went to my village, that one became the worst. Powers are right, I was in my village. There is nobody they did not use against me. Even my grandmother is supposed to be the happiest person. She was totally against me. Everybody was against me. Yeah, as in everybody. But in everything, God will always bring out one person that will stand by me. God will always use one person to make everything to become successful. On my traditional marriage, my uncles, they did meeting, they refused to come. And I never see something. They refused to come. All of them did meeting. They didn't come. They did not come. The only one that was in the village, I give God glory. My dad is alive and my grandfather is alive. If my grandfather was not alive, if my father was not alive, my uncles would not come and collect drink on my head. There was only one, their last one, that was in the village. On that day, they were doing things, all the things they were doing. As somebody that was village, he didn't take me around anyway. It was somebody else from another family that is only just related to us by blood that took me around everything, that made sure that everything worked out, everything was put in place. It was somebody else. So that's my uncle, the only one that was even present. He just folded his leg and folded his hand. He didn't lift a pin. My elder brother came back because of my marriage. As soon as he came back, he turned against me. That's good. As soon as my elder brother came back, he turned against me. In fact, it was my elder brother that was now supporting the other ones. He turned against me. A lot of things happened. Before you know, they entered my mother. Before you know, they entered my mother. My mom was just all over the place, doing nothing. Like, you'll be asking what is happening. My friend started even crying for me. I want to also use this opportunity to thank my friend. She's here with me. She has been a pillar. Like, there is no place I went throughout my marriage preparation she did not go with me. There is nothing they say that she will not do. She carry load on this her head. Anyone they say to end as in she straight long distance. All of them to see say everything work out. She had my back. It was only that few friends and that my family brother, that was my immediate family. No, it was an attack. The same day they have all been waiting for. On getting to that day, they turned against me. On getting to that day, my mom does not even know what she's doing anymore. She was just all over the place, doing as in all over the place, doing nothing. I give God glory because I was wondering, if not for all the prayers, what if they gave me prayers, I didn't do them? What if all those assignments, I didn't do them? Those words, I did not do them. Because they told me that powers will arise, and it was as if it was just made up. I confirmed it with my own eyes. They told me that it will not go easy. Powers will arise, and I thought it was just made up. What if I did not do all those prayers? But you know the funny part of it? You know the good part of it? Immediately, my husband people entered. Everything changed. Everybody started doing what they are supposed to do. Everything started working out well. Everything started. I give God glory too. I know my uncles, they were also, the ones that were present, they were also waiting for when they will do this so that they will start dragging and fighting and scatter the place. My husband bought 3 people. They were asking, now 3 people here they won't pay for. So they did not sing. God did not allow, God did not allow any loophole. God did not allow, give them space for them to see where they will hold hands. They said palm wine. My husband gave them drinks to get drunk. They said food. They saw food, they were shouting. The same old women that is perpetrating evil in the village. They were praying, as you feed me like this, you will not go hungry. They were the same mouths that were speaking evil, were using their mouth to speak good. Another thing God did for me, this is my traditional marriage. There's no one in my village that has been like that. In my let me not talk about my village, in my compound. No traditional marriage has been like that in my compound, in my family. No one, both from uncles, aunties, nieces, and cousins. No one has been like that. On that day, I was telling my husband, I'm going to the market for a day before that day. Somebody let me buy me. He said, calm down, I'll call you back. Before you know, he said, I should tell that my brother, that let's go to slaughter where they are selling it. I'll go and price leg of nama. I said, okay. That my brother took me, we went there. When we got there, I said, I called him that I'll price. So he said, no price leg of nama, go price full cow. You reach to give full cow for. I priced cow. I sent him picture. I was still seeing the thing like he's not serious. 71 is full cow. I sent him picture. I said, no, that one is too small. Look for a bigger one. I said to him, I said, hey, that big one, that's what I want. He said, how much? Price her. He said, this one is not. I said, okay, wait. Before you know, I got a lot. Pay for the cow. Not gonna carry the cow go house. Pay for the cow go to the house. And that was how we went. We bought a full cow and we went home. Everybody came out. They were like, Katie, what is happening? My grandma said, because I said the music, that they will start playing music the next day that they are doing the occasion. My grandma said, never, it will not happen. A full cow is in my compound. He said they will play music too. They will play that music this night. That music will play from now till tomorrow morning. So what? My father's age mate, that is my father's cousin that was in the compound that refused to come out. She came and said, Orakaeha. Is this how big we are? Is this how big we are? And that was it. Things started going well. I also want to thank God for the strength He gave me. Nobody came out. I was the one that cooked my wedding food. I cooked rice, I cooked soup, because already it is my line. And it was also my dream. I wasn't doing it because it was also my dream. My friends, everybody put out for me. I cooked my wedding food. And anybody that needs to be like, who cooked this food? Because of that wedding food, a lot of people have started asking me, can you come and cook for my occasion? Can you come and do this? Because I posted it, they saw everything. The food was looking all good. My other people were just, who cook this kind of food? This kind of thing. Hey, this is our wife, Compliments was coming in here and there. I want to give God glory